Our next story is about chocolate. No, we don't want to talk about the recently released Wonka movie, but rather chocolate's chief component, cocoa. Chocolate is derived from cocoa beans. These are grown in various tropical countries, but two of them stand out. Two countries in West Africa, the Ivory Coast and Ghana. More than 60% of the world's cocoa is grown in these two countries, the Ivory Coast and Ghana. These are the cocoa powerhouses of the world. But this year, they're in crisis. Abnormal weather has hit cocoa production, and this is causing a surge in prices. Let me show you the numbers from November 30th. Cocoa futures were trading at a 46-year high. What does that mean? In simple words, it will sell at a 46-year high in the future at a predetermined time. And why are the prices up? Because shipments are down. From the Ivory Coast, supply has fallen by 33% compared to last year, and Ghana shipments are down to a 13-year low. This is not expected to get better next year. So what is leading to these low production levels? Heavy rainfall. Listen to this.
When the cocoa was blooming, we had too much rain, so all the flowers were washed away. That's it. Cocoa doesn't like too much rain. It likes the rain, but not too much of it. If it rains too much when the tree is flowering, it washes everything away, and then the campaign fails just like that.
Last month, both the Ivory Coast and Ghana saw unusually heavy rains caused by the weather phenomenon called the El Nino. It's a natural weather pattern. It occurs every few years. It leads to excess rainfall around the equator. But in recent years, the El Nino has been worse than usual. And that's because of climate change. The more global warming humans cause, the more powerful the El Nino becomes. This year has been especially bad. And it has led to severe rainfall in the chocolate belt of West Africa. The rains were destructive enough by themselves, but they also brought another problem: disease.
Last year's production and this year's production are not the same. This year what we picked didn't even fill a whole bag. Because of the rains, the berries were rotten.
This is called the black pod disease, a plague that hit the cocoa crop in West Africa. As the name suggests, it causes cocoa pods to turn black and rotten. And it's a double whammy. It hits the quantity of the cocoa harvest. It also affects the quality. And it's one of the major reasons why there's a cocoa deficit this year. But this is just one part of the problem. There are many other factors at play. Like in the case of Ghana, it's illegal mining. Ghana is a country rich in natural resources like gold. This year, Ghana ranked at number 6 when it came to gold production. But almost a third of this was from small mines. Mines operated illegally by small-scale diggers. These small illegal mines are popping up everywhere in the country, even in Ghana's cocoa plantations, and this is causing a fall in production. Because gold is any day more lucrative than cocoa. So farmers allow it. They support illegal mines on their land. Now, this has been going on for years, but recently there's been a surge in illegal mining because Ghana is going through an economic crisis. It defaulted on its sovereign debt last year. The currency depreciated. In 2022, it fell by over 50% against the US dollar, and this year the fall continued. Meanwhile, inflation rose above 26% last month. So the citizens are suffering, including the cocoa farmers, and many of them are turning to illegal gold mining. The knock-on effect has exacerbated the global cocoa shortage. And there's no quick solution to any of this. The El Nino will continue into the next year. Ghana's economic woes are not going away anytime soon, and this means cocoa, and by extension chocolate, will continue to get more expensive. So enjoy it this holiday season, because who knows how much a bar of chocolate will cost you next year.